Okay, so what we were doing, I think we started BOP, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So BOP, I think we only only did this definitions and something, right? BOT and BOP we did, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And we wrote the differences between both of those, ma'am.
Okay, so I think I just asked you to wrote down the heading of components of.
Yes, ma'am. Components, yes, ma'am.
Okay. So today we will be discussing all the components one by one, so that you know. Okay, so today I have a class. 5:30. Okay, so first of all, what are the meaning and the components of this, right? So first of all, let's just do the meaning over here, right? So current account of BOP records all those transactions between the resident of a country and the rest of the world. I think you are aware of both the terms, resident of a country, who is a resident, and as well as the outer country, right? We have already done this.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Right? Which do not cause a change in asset or liability. This part also we have done. What are assets and what are liabilities, right? So any transaction which you are doing, but they are not causing any change in the asset and liabilities of a resident of a country or its government. They are basically the current account. They will be noted in the current account. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so current account contain the receipt and the payment relating to all the transaction of visible item, invisible and unilateral transfer, right? And income from investment and work. Clear? So all these things are here. So over here you can see, instead of writing this, what you will write, the components of this type means this are this: export and import of goods visible, export import invisible, receipt and payment of unilateral transfer, income, which includes investment income, and COE. COE, I hope you remember it. You remember COE?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. In national income, right?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
This is basically the compensation for the employees, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Done. So one by one, we will study what are the export and import of goods, like merchandise transactions or visible trades. What basically means, not everything you will sell or everything you will import will be considered under this. So in foreign trade, export and import of goods have a major share. Therefore, there will be the inflow and outflow of foreign exchange on the account of export, right? If you are exporting something, so what will happen? You will get the foreign exchange, right? But if you are importing something, your foreign exchange will be gone, right? So this is what. So basically, due to export and import, it is going to impact the account as well. Like, of course, the transaction will be there. Either you will be withdrawing the money, foreign exchange, or if you will be getting the foreign exchange, right? And second, the payment of import, outflow of foreign exchange, right? If you are, for example, I am purchasing maybe a television, right? So of course, I will give the money. So there will be outflow of the foreign exchange is written on the negative side. The very important part over here, in every component, you have to just remember what is negative, what is positive. Where will be the credit side will be there, where will be the debit side. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now the next one is receipt from export, inflow of foreign exchange are shown on the positive side, right? And balance of these invisible export and import are known as balance of trade. Clear? So I hope for export and import, the only thing which you have to write in entire thing is that either credit this import will be on the credit side or export will be on the debit side. This is what you have to remember. Clear?
Import will be on the credit side, export on the debit side.
You have to only remember this. Import will be on the debit side and receipt of export will be on the credit side. This is what you have to remember. You don't have to learn anything. You have to just remember whether export and import will be on the credit side or debit side. Okay. And if there is a balance between both, this is balance of trade. Clear? Okay, ma'am. Yes. So though they have written 4 points, but the only thing you have to remember, two components are there: export, import. Export is what? Credit or debit. Import is what? Credit and debit. Right? This is what. Okay, because when we see this now, we become like, oh my God, there are so many things what to do and what not to do. Okay, so this is what. And now it is basically export and import, same thing, but over here it is invisible trade, right? So you know what are the invisible trade, the same definition. You have to write only this: payment, outflow of this made to services are recorded on the negative side and receipt are recorded on the positive side. Clear? And the balance is balance of invisible trade, right? Yes, ma'am. Then receipt and payment of unilateral and required transfer. These are basically the same one, right? Uni means single-sided, one-sided, right? So one-sided will be, for example, it's your birthday. So I gave you some gift. So it is going to be one-sided only, right? You will not going to return me something. right? Though there is a trend of return gift and all that, but we'll just ignore that. Okay. So like the gift,
Yes,
the
ma'am.
donation, somebody like it's my school going on. So over here I have a school. I'm a founder of that school. So somebody gave the donation. So what I will do? I'll return that. No, definitely not. It is going to be unilateral, right? Remittances. I hope you remember. You know this remittance word. No,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I know it.
sure. Remittance
Yes,
is
ma'am.
nothing. It's basically a help. Like for example, any state or any country is is in danger. Not in danger. Basically, they are having some crisis. Any type of crisis. I'm going to help them. Right. This can be knowingly you can do it, or maybe for example, what I did, I sent some people to visit there. Right. They visited there, and somehow what happened? Of course, they are going to spend their money over here. So this is all come. This all comes under the remittance. Right. And then
Yes, ma'am.
this is what you have to remember: that credit side and the debit side. Right? Payment will of receipt is credit, payment will be this, and balance is this. Right? Same income, like income comes from the dividend, like the property you are getting, interest and all that. So what you have to remember is what will be the receipt will be on the positive side, and this will be on the negative side. Clear? I hope it's clear.
Yes,
Akshi.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Okay, you
am
can
I not
speak now.
audible, ma'am?
Sorry.
Am I not audible, ma'am?
No, now you are audible.
Okay, ma'am.
Actually, I have some background noise today, so I thought maybe I was not hearing you.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, I hope it's clear. So what you have to write, right? So you will
Yes,
quickly
ma'am.
note it down. Then we will start with the next part.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, could you scroll down, ma'am? Ma'am, so in this, I should write all the 4 points, right, ma'am?
You no need to write the further points. You just need to write 2 points. Just
Okay.
only mention what is the debit side and what is the credit side. Okay.
Yes,
And see,
ma'am.
balance you
Okay.
already know, right?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, so I should write point 2 and 3 then, right, ma'am?
Yeah, just write 2 points. That's it.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, could you scroll down, ma'am? Ma'am, should I write that fourth point also, ma'am, in A part, ma'am, the balance of trade point, ma'am? Ma'am, could you show the second point, ma'am? Hello, ma'am.
Okay, Akshay, are you done writing?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Akshay, what I'm doing, I'm just explaining you this part also. Then I'll only scroll it. Is it fine? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so balance on current account. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So basically, the thing is that in a current account, receipt from the export of goods and services, unilateral transfer and income from investment and work are entered on the credit side, and they represent the inflow of foreign exchange. Payment for import of goods and services, unilateral transfer and income paid of investment and work are entered at debit on the negative side. Then the net value of credit and debit balance is the balance on account current account. See, if it is surplus, when the credits are more than the debit, it implies that the inflow of foreign exchange is there. But in case if debit is there, like more debit is there, it implies the outflow of foreign exchange is more there. Clear? I hope this is the
Yes, ma'am.
compilation, right? Now,
Yes,
the
ma'am.
components of capital account. Okay. So, capital account of BOP records all those transactions between the resident of a country and the rest of the world, which cause a change in asset or liabilities of a resident of a country or its government, right? So, capital account is related to assets and liability of financial nature. The components of this type are borrowing and lending, investment, and change in foreign exchange. Clear? So, you will only write it here, then I'll. Okay. So, you are writing which point?
I'm still in B, ma'am. B, the second one, ma'am.
Okay, B1?
As in exports and imports of services.
Okay, do it.
Ma'am, could you scroll down, ma'am? Ma'am, I finished writing till here, ma'am. Ma'am, I finished writing till here, ma'am.
Actually done?
I'm in the last line, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. It's done, ma'am.
Okay, so that's it for today, Akshay. We'll meet in the next class and we'll continue. Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Good evening, Abdullah. How are you? Rafiq, am I audible? Rafiq, am I audible? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, Rafiq, am I audible? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, Rafiq, is there is this your first class?
Yes.
Okay, so you are in 7th standard, right?
Yes.
Okay, Rafiq, actually, I have a power cut at my place and I won't be able to switch on my camera for today. I hope that's fine with you for today.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So before starting, Rafiq, I would like you to tell me something about yourself, like what you are doing currently, what is your status, and how much syllabus you have covered in your school. And as I'll be teaching you maths, so I just wanted to know, like, what is your status for maths? Like, do you like maths? Do you hate maths? Or what is your status?
Yeah. So in school, we have learned data handling and probability, and decimals, and now we are learning triangles.
Okay. So for maths, like, do you really like maths or you hate maths? What is your status?
No, I like maths.
Okay. So what we will be doing today, Rafiq, we will be like, as this is your very first class with me, so I won't be taking much of your time. So very first thing, we will discussing few things, and after that, like in our class, we are doing exponents and power, and like I'm almost done. Like only one class is left where I have to like clarify the doubts of the student, right? So exponent and power, what is your status for exponent and power? You have completed that, like how?
We have not done the chapter of exponents, but I know the concept.
Okay, so should I give you some concept of exponent and power? Will you do that?
Yes.
Okay, so that I'll get an idea. Okay, what is your status for exponent and power? So that from next class we can start with the next chapter, right?
Oh,
Okay. Okay, so let me just give you a few questions for exponents and power. Let me scroll it down first. Data handling you have completed, and do you have any doubt in data handling?
no.
No? Yes? No? Let's just start. Okay. So, very first question which I'm going to give you is this one. Can you see this question?
Yes.
This one. Will you simplify it for me? Okay. I'm just writing the question over here. If you have any doubt, you can just go through it. Right? Minus 2 minus 1 upon 2 divided by 1 day upon 5. So sorry, 4 and minus 2. Okay. You have to solve it and you have to tell me that.
Ma'am, my mother wants to talk to you sometime.
Hello, ma'am. Hello.
Okay, done.
Hello. Hello, ma'am. I'm Abdullah Rafiq mother.
Yeah, hi ma'am, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm also good.
Actually, I want to know, this is a group tuition or this is a personal means? I'm
Ma'am,
not.
basically it depends on the student. Like we offer both,
Okay.
right? And depends
Okay.
on like the availability of the teacher as well, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
as per like I didn't get any information whether it would be one-to-one or a batch. So I was considering it according to the batch, and because in batch we have just done the exponent and part. So just wanted
Okay.
to like, as he also told me that he know the things, so I just wanted to know like his level, so that because this trial class is basically just to know the status of the
Okay.
student, right? So that
Okay.
accordingly we can plan and see. For example, he's too good, then for me it's going to be easy, right? But if
Okay.
I need to
Okay.
clarify his concept, then I will be planning my things according to him. So that's
Okay.
why the thing. So you can like just to make easy things for me. So you can just tell me like what his status and what are his requirements. You know, because
Actually,
every
I just want to him to just keep in the group class because he will more enjoy in that because sitting privately now he's going to keep silent.
okay. So I'm fine with that. So what I will be doing today, it's basically
Okay.
I'll be just clarifying the concept for him, right?
Okay.
And from the next class he'll be in the batch, so he won't be feeling that because from the next
Okay.
class onwards I will be starting with a new chapter, right?
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
I
That's
think algebraic expression I'll be starting. So for him also it will be new chapter, and for everyone it will be new chapter, right?
okay.
So he
Okay.
won't be feeling that oh my god what we started, because he
Yeah,
is
yeah,
not
because
coming.
personally is very much silent, you know.
Yes. So over here, don't worry. Like when, because my seventh class batch is totally energetic. They are like
Okay.
every time, "Ma'am, yes, mom answers and all that." So when he will be
Yeah, that,
joining
that
them,
is good. That is
and
good
yeah,
because then only you will going to feel encouraged.
yes, because of course, if,
Yeah.
like I don't have much student in a batch. Basically, I have three students
That's
in a
okay.
batch, four students in a batch. He will be the fifth one, and he will be the last one.
Okay.
I don't take large batch. I only take
Okay.
4 to 5 students in a batch. So he will be the
Okay.
last one in that batch. So of course, when four student will say the answer, and I am someone, I'm going to pick him up. Like, okay, Rafiq, tell me the answer. I'm not like, okay, two said that
And
yes,
his
ma'am,
name is
answer.
Abdullah, not Rafiq is father name.
Abdullah. Okay,
Yeah.
Abdullah. Okay, because at the time I called him Abdullah and he was not responding, so I thought might be I am saying it wrong.
That's why I said his voice is little slow. Just ask him. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah. So this is what
Okay.
I'll be taking care of. Don't worry. And I'm
Ah,
someone, of course, I'll like it. It's not like he'll think that I'll not say anything and he'll be, I'll leave him. Basically, because see, if my main motive is if he's coming to the class, so I want no matter whether he will learn one question or two questions, but I want him to learn. And when students perform now, it become a competition for them, and they are also like that. We have to finish it earlier. And others, it will become a boring class. Just coming, discussing the answer, and going back
yeah,
home.
that's
But
what I'm
once
saying.
he'll start participating, he itself, like I would say personally,
Yeah.
my seventh class batch is the most energetic one. And
Yeah.
when he will join it, basically, he will be the one of them because he will get the competition. Already they
Yeah.
are in a competition, so he will also face that competition. And
Yes.
Abdullah, it's not about that. See, of course, they all know each other, right? So they have a
Okay.
competition. Okay, she should not
Okay.
tell first, he should not pay, but they don't
Okay.
know you, and you also don't know them. So don't feel like that they are like it's sometimes what happens, student get demotivated. For example, I told like somebody told the answer that ma'am I got this answer and I'm not done, or maybe I'm doing it wrong, right? So student get demotivated that the other person did it, but I'm the one who is not able to do it. So you don't have to feel it like this. It's like someday some student perform good, someday some student perform good. So it's basically up to the concept as well and up to the questions as well, right? So
Okay.
somewhere you will be performing good, somewhere they will be performing good, right? So but you
Book.
don't have
What
to
about the
please them.
grade 7 book, ma'am?
It's basically NCRT I'm following.
NCRT?
Yeah, CBSE
I
one.
think I think the book is different. I think he's saying
Okay, which book you are preferring then? You just need to share that thing to the
Oxford.
counselor,
It is
because
Oxford.
accordingly then I'll add the question.
It is Oxford, I think.
Okay. So of course it's CBSE, na?
Yeah, CBSE.
Yeah, CBSE then it's
I,
going to be, yeah. You
okay,
can
I
just
will send you the
link with it.
first
So
page of
what
the
I
book.
will do, I
Just
will
check.
cross check it once.
Okay, 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 ma'am. Ma'am,
Okay.
may I know your number, means WhatsApp, how to contact you then?
Ma'am, I am just sharing my number as well in case, see, the one who are sharing you the link now, you can contact them.
Okay.
right?
Okay.
And
Okay.
in case if they don't reach out to you, of course they will, because they are the
Because
counselors.
I just want to know about the books. Books. If books are different, it will be
Yeah,
difficult
you
for
can
me.
just share the cover page of the book. I'll do it on my own. I'll get a publication and all that, na? So I'll do the thing. Okay, so for today, Abdullah, what do you want to do? Like, do you want to start it from the class itself, or do you? Because I think I'm going to start with a new chapter. So let's just start meet in the class itself and then do the things. Is it fine for you?
Okay.
So in our next class, we will be starting with the algebraic expression identities and all that. So what you can do, just go through it. Like the summary part, just read it. So that when you come to the class, you feel like, okay, ma'am, it's good. Right? And one more thing. Of course, if there will be some doubt for the exponent and part, okay, so if you have any doubt for exponent and part, just keep it with you, because on that day, student will be asking me exponent power question. Of course, first I will be dealing with that. And if you have any doubt, you can just tell me, ma'am, yes, I have also doubt, and you can also contribute over there. Is it fine?
Okay.
Right? So you can just prepare exponent and power plus